Hey girly, I want you to stick to your routines. So let me show you how. Let's define a couple things. So, what's a habit? We all know what habits are. Well, a habit is an unconscious thing that we do. We don't really think about it. It's kind of ingrained in our brain. And it usually has like a trigger and a cue. So maybe you're stressed out and then you bite your nails. And that's what a habit is. We kind of know what habits are. There's books about habits everywhere. And so, what's a routine? A routine is a set of actions that we do in a certain sequence. And it's usually process driven. It's usually focused on kind of getting that thing done. Like the attitude behind it is like, oh, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. And that's kind of the mindset behind that. It's a little bit more conscious than habits, but still, they're still less conscious than which rituals are purpose driven or focused on the why behind the actual behavior, the why behind what we're doing. It's focused on telling a story. It's focused on the when, the what, the where, the how. And so we're focused on all of those things. And rituals are really important for this. They create more presence. They create more mindfulness. They create more meaning in our lives because they take mundane things like brushing our teeth or bathing or swimming or anything like that, and they make it much more intriguing and fulfilling. So how do you actually stick to your routines? How do you make a routine stick? By shifting our routines to rituals. That's how we do it, by shifting our routines to rituals. And so why are rituals so important? Because again, we're changing our mindset in terms of it makes us more present, and it creates actions that are mundane into actions that are fulfilling. They create more fulfillment in our lives. And so that's why it's really important. They use storytelling, they use presence, they use the why, the purpose to create more meaning in our lives. And so that being said, habits and routines are much more passive. They're much more, you're not really thinking about it. You're thinking about getting it done. Habits, you're not even thinking what you're doing most of the time. But routines, you're kind of just like, okay, I wake up in the morning, I need to get this done, this, and this, and this, and this. But you're not really like caring about the actual action itself. You're focusing on, okay, I need to get this done for the day. Just checking this off my list. So basically, again, anything can turn from a routine into a ritual. Making your bed, brushing your teeth, taking a shower, anything can be turned into a ritual. And so if you think about religious rituals, basically they're doing a lot of mundane things, eating, washing, chanting, that without the meaning and the story behind it, it wouldn't really mean anything. It'd be like, okay, why am I dunking in some water? You know what I mean? So it wouldn't be that amazing. But because there's a story behind why we're doing this, we're much more intrigued and much more fulfilled when we actually do these actions. So we can do the same thing and bring that into our personal rituals in our lives, our personal routines, personal rituals in our lives. So how do you actually create purposeful rituals that will create meaning in your life? So first let's just focus on a morning routine, for example. So you want to take your morning routine and turn it into a ritual, for example. So you're going to have an overarching why for your morning routine. Maybe it's to feel good in the morning for the rest of the day. Maybe it's to create more presence for yourself. Maybe it's to whatever it is. You're going to put down the why. And then you're going to go and you're going to write down every single action that you take and kind of put it in a list format. Every single action that you take, and under each action and behavior, you're going to put a why for that behavior as well. And you can even put like the time, how long it takes you to do something, but kind of really focusing on the why of these behaviors. And that's really it. That's all you're going to do. Just go through each behavior and put down the why. And just remember that we can always change these rituals. It's not a religious ritual where it's like in stone, like you do it this way. You can change it. It's a personal ritual. You can change it. So always you can go back and make some changes if that's necessary. So that's how we actually stick to our routines, by creating rituals. It's amazing. It's an amazing thing. It's so easy. And by creating more presence in our lives. So lastly, what are the benefits of rituals? The benefits of rituals is that it actually brings you closer to self. You can start to actually hear your inner voice. You can start to actually have a better relationship with self. Rituals, they add purpose to our life. They add meaning to our life. So that's another benefit. And rituals, they create more awareness, more intentionality in our life. Again, we have to be more aware of the behaviors that we're doing. And there's a higher chance, like we said, that you're actually going to stick to this routine if you shift it to a ritual, if you shift it to a purpose-driven. And lastly, rituals actually help us to get to know what our values are. So by actually listing out all the behaviors that we want to do for that day or that routine, whatever it may be, we actually can start to say, oh, okay, I'm noticing a pattern here that I want to create more peace in my life. Maybe I value peace. Maybe I value this. So you can start to get more clear on the actual values that you want in your life by actually creating rituals. So that's all for today. Thanks so much for listening in. My name's Chelsa, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.